Funding provided by...
Banking in Iowa goes beyond transactions. Banks work to help people and small businesses succeed. And Iowa banks are committed to building confident banking relationships. Iowa Banks, your partner through it all.
And by Fareway Meat and Grocery. For more than 80 years, Fareway has been proud to be an active part of the communities we serve. Learn more at fareway.com. Oh my, we've been having quite a time inside the Unidome here in Cedar Falls. It's still daylight outside. We're at the middle game of our 3-day stretch and our second day of coverage of the Iowa High School Athletic Association's football championships right here on Iowa PBS. Hello everybody, I'm Paul Yeager. So glad that you are here with us this week. 2A just crowned a champ. That's Kemper Catholic from Carroll. We just saw that game. Now we are in the middle of those 3 title games, available for free here on iowapbs.1, streaming online on our YouTube channel at iowapbs.org and at IHSAA.org. And don't forget the PBS app. It's been a lot of fun, and you've been watching, and we are just minutes away from seeing the 3A championship. Sioux City. Bishop Heelan comes in to take on Nevada before the kickoff. Let's see how these two teams made it to the final battle. It was the semifinals last week for the Nevada Cubs against the Solon Spartans, the newbie and the veteran. Nevada, their 9th playoff. Solon, their 40th early on. Austin Waldera, 6-yard run. He had 36 carries for 233 yards in the game. Then it's Cody Milliman on the receiving end of a 51-yard pass from Eli Campen. 13-10 Cubs. Then it's Drake Hinson on the 1-yard run. Hinson in the 4th quarter here would take it up the middle and ice this one away. Look at that, shedding tacklers. He'd have 45 yards there. Nevada into their first ever title game, 29-10 over the Spartans of Solon. They would face the winner of Wahlert Catholic, who was in last year's title game, against Bishop Heelan. There come the Eagles. Kason Thomas, the future Iowa Hawkeye, is going to be fun to watch. Number 7 catches and scores on the pass from Noah Conley. Then it's Conley. He finds Grant Whitcomb in the back of the end zone, gets the foot down for a 10-yard pass. Wahlert answers with Anderson Herbst. It's 21-14 Heelan at this point. Ensuing play. Special teams are huge in any game, and especially in the postseason. The magic happens with Jonathan Hope. 97 yards. Takes it to the house. The last title for the Crusaders was back in 2013. They're back with a 34-21 win. Woo! You excited? I know we're excited. We're going to have the Sean Kenny and the Pat Angerer for the 2A game call when we come back here on statewide Iowa PBS.
The state of Iowa's best have gathered in Cedar Falls. The Unidome can be seen for miles as you pull off Highway 20, the destination for every high school football player in the state. Today, it's the 3A title game. Nevada into the finals for the first time. Heelan into the championship game for the 15th time in program history. Hi, everybody. Sean Kinney alongside Iowa Hawkeye, NFL veteran Pat Angerer. So great to have you with us. Pat, let's go inside the psyche of all these student athletes. We pushed the rewind button. 2006 for you. I believe the Alamo Bowl, your first taste of postseason football. What's it like for these kids today?
Well, I mean, for me, I was a little bit terrified because we were playing a Texas team that had just won a national title. Now, but this team, this Nevada team, you know, they're coming off. They beat number 1 and number 2 to get here. Bishop Heelan, they're battle-tested. These guys have great leaders and great coaches, and really looking forward to watching them compete.
Yeah, Nevada has been on a roll. This has been the one class, when you look at all of Iowa's classes, that we have seen a real big shakeup. Both these teams 10-2 on the year. Nevada in this offense, they will rely on Alston Waldera. He is coming off a monster 233-yard performance in the semifinal win. It is an offensive line that has grown throughout the course of the season. The only returning starter at left tackle from a year ago with Isaac Harrington. On defense, the question coming in, can they slow down Bishop Heelan and their dual threat quarterback? Clay Franzen, 52 tackles this year. John Nelson, J.C. Rengel-Belo, they will all be up for the challenge defensively for the Nevada Cubs. Take a look at the Heelan offense, and a lot of pressure swings to the quarterback, Noah Conley, today. Conley, a dual threat quarterback. 3 touchdown passes in the semifinal win. Big questions on the health of Kason Thomas, the star running back. We'll talk more about that. If he is unable to go, Avery Favors will have to step in his absence. Defensively, this is a defense that has created 29 turnovers throughout the course of the year. They are tough on the back end, and they love to play their nose guard, Alex Lacey, as he controls the middle. He has grown so much. Ready for kickoff this afternoon. So great to have you with us. Heelan won the toss. They want the football. The glittering Unidome, the annual destination for the state's best. And here we go, Class 3A underway. A pair of 10-2 teams as this kick sails through the end zone for the touchback. Bishop Heelan offense led by Noah Conley, the 6 foot 1 inch, 180-pound senior. He's thrown for 1,400 yards this year. 13 touchdowns, the transfer from Sioux City North. He starts out of the traditional I, receiver left and right, and the game's first call will go for nothing. Cut down at the line of scrimmage. That was Austin Waldera. And it's worth noting, Pat, that there is no Kason Thomas. The first carry goes to Avery Favors.
Austin Waldera, obviously you saw he's a good running back, but he can do both. He can play offense and defense. Kason Thomas, it's unfortunate. Obviously it looks like he's not playing here today due to injury, but you've got Avery Flowers taking a spot today.
It's a big blow for Thomas. He has rushed for over 1,400 yards this year and not on the same page, throwing it wide. They were looking for Lester, and just like that, Heelan 3rd and long.
Yeah, the big thing for Nevada here is let's win on 1st and 2nd down, right? Let's get them behind the chains, force them to pass. And they've obviously done a good job of that right here.
Nevada defense with a 3-man front. J.C. Rengel-Belo, the big nose guard, lined up right over the football. Corners drop 5 yards off. Here comes Rengel-Belo pursuing. Conley avoids and is cut down shy of the 1st down. They had the big guy blowing up the play. Conley did his best to improvise. And Heelan with 4th down will have to send out the punting unit.
That was an impressive job of Conley making something out of nothing. And great pursuit by the Nevada defense. Clay Franzen, rodeo bull riding him to the ground.
Pair of Cubs back to return this punt. Lucas Brown along with Clay Franzen.
Timeout, Bishop Heelan.
And now,
first charge timeout of the half.
You hate to see this. If you're Heelan, you have to burn an early timeout, not even 2 minutes into this football game.
I'll tell you what, as somebody that's been out there late, that is a lonely, lonely walk out there. They're looking for a guy, and it needs to be you.
So they will take the timeout. Pat, let's dig into the keys to the game. How does Nevada keep this special postseason, almost a Cinderella-type run story going?
Yeah, Nevada got to dominate the line of scrimmage on both sides, stop the run on defense, and establish a run on offense, which will allow Drake Hinton to take over the game. Use up tempo, shifts, motions, keep the defense guessing. Nevada's balance on offense starts with their effective pre-snap motion. Use the passing game to set the run. Unfortunately, Casey Thomas isn't going to be there, so we're going to have to get the ball in the air quite a bit more and win on first and second down defensively to shorten drives.
After the timeout, kick is away. It's a short one. Will take a bounce. Really fortuitous hop for Heelan. This puppy will continue to roll, and it will finally come to rest at the 30-yard line. 42 yards on the punt, and here comes Nevada for the first time. The Cubs coached by Andrew Kleeman. Their road to the state championship, a win against Carroll. They knocked off Clear Lake, victorious over Solon. And here comes Drake Henson and the offense. Henson, the 6'4" senior quarterback. And he has one of the top tailbacks in the state of Iowa, number 21, right behind him, and Austin Waldera. Waldera picking up where he left off in the semifinals, and the big offensive lineman, Zayden Shute, he's demonstrative. These guys are into it, and they're believing.
They do a good job on that. They bring their tight end backside, which stops the DN from running it down backside. And then their pullers do such a great job getting up in front of him. And Waldera, nobody is better reading a puller and hitting the line of scrimmage hard.
Shute, the starting right tackle. He is only a sophomore. 12 personnel. The two tight ends check in to the left side. Second down and a yard for Nevada. Right back to the ground with Waldera trying to fight his way to the first down marker, and he got it. Not much, but he picks up the 1.5 yards and a first down.
Hey, good job getting that first down. Nothing flashy, just trying to get above the 6.
We talked to Coach Andrew Kleeman this week. He said Austin Waldera is not the fastest, he's not the strongest, he's not the biggest, but he has a huge heart. He plays with such intensity. Looks like they might be checking off on this play as Waldera gets his 3rd straight carry. Forward progress to the 45.
I love about this, the first series with Bishop and now with Nevada, we're seeing fullbacks. We haven't seen a lot of fullbacks today. I love seeing a fullback.
Both these teams, they will use them quite a bit. They'll use their 2 tight end packages pretty heavily. Cedar Smith and John Nelson. When you watch Nevada, the 2 tight ends flipping over to the right side on the second down play. They want to play smash mouth football. Henson the throw for the first time. Pressure comes, avoids, now throws, making the catch. Up ahead to the 30, dancing away. It's Eglin, finally corralled at the 22. Boy, it looked like Kason Thomas had him. So Thomas not in at running back, but in on the defensive side of the football.
That was a good job by him getting up there. Just got to stay upfield shoulder. And a great throw and way to come back to the route and make a catch and a first down. Well, it's good to see that Kason Thomas is healthy enough to play today. That was a huge bummer. I've been looking forward to watching him play and call his game.
32 yards on the completion, and just like that, Nevada knocking on the doorstep of the red zone. On the far hash, they will hand the ball off, trying to get to the edges. Waldera, he's there, and he will finish the run, catapulting himself in the midair up to the 10. 12 yards for Waldera.
What an absolute stud. Just a simple off-tackle play. And he's not going to go down. You're going to have to put 2 or 3 guys on him to get him down to the ground. He's fighting for every single inch. He is really fun to watch.
A steady dose of Waldera trying to get him involved early in this offensive line, moving bodies. Isaac Williams is checked into the game. It is Waldera behind his right guard, taking it to the 8.
This has been a really good drive by this Nevada team. Nothing fancy, nothing flashy, just smash mouth football between the tackles.
Drive that started back at their own 31. A 32-yard pass play to Eglin, and then it's been Waldera doing every other part of this offense. Henson rolling right, sidearms, it's caught. Shy of the goal line, they're able to get it to Cedar Smith. That'll set up a 3rd and goal.
That was a great job by Henson seeing that. And it looked like Cedar Smith initially made the linebacker think he was blocking him, then escaped, and Henson saw it right at the end. Just your simple dash play that you run on the goal line. It was a well-executed play by Nevada.
What will Andrew Kleeman and Nevada dial up here? 3rd down and goal. They go heavy on the left side. Waldera behind Henson. He will get the call. Waldera popped at the line of scrimmage, and Heelan comes up with the play.
What a great job by that Bishop defense. Matt Meyer, great tackle. Nevada lined up with a bingo set where you just had a guard tackle on the backside, so no eligible receivers on the backside, and they were. And Bishop did a really good job stuffing that in. They had a lot of guys over there on that strong side.
Gavin Eglin, truly one of the top kickers in all of Iowa. He has been reliable. Has hit from 45 this year. This one a little more than a point after, and Nevada fires the opening salvo this afternoon. Good-looking drive for the Cubs in their first trip to the state championship in program history, and they get 3. This is what has transpired so far. 8-player football, a wild one. Bishop Garrigan rallies from way back. MNCRU, first time as a consolidated group. They win their initial state title. West Lyon in a thriller over Regina. Xavier dominant from start to finish over Pella. We saw Kemper earlier today. One more tonight, 7 o'clock, and it will be a fun one. Class 5A, Iowa's largest division, Dowling Catholic and Iowa City Liberty.
Got to props to Liberty coach Scott Chandler, one of my teammates in college. Great guy, tallest guy I've ever seen in my life. Had a great college career and a great career in the NFL, and obviously doing a great job as a head coach.
There are former Hawkeye players, now coaches all over the state, it seems like.
John LaFleur.
Yep.
John LaFleur, another Hawkeye legend. Apparently you got to read to be able to coach. That's why they don't let me do those things. They just put me on the radio.
A lot less pressure up here than coaching.
That's true, very true.
Heelan on the return, taking it out to the 24-yard line goes Jonathan Hope.
Looked like he was going to get the edge right there, was able to escape, and it was a good job by the kickoff coverage team in Nevada corralling and making sure he didn't get to the outside.
Second offensive series for the Crusaders. Again, no Cason Thomas at running back on the first series, but we saw him on the defensive side of the football, and he stays on the sideline for this second set as they go with Avery Favors in the backfield. Situation to keep an eye on first down, dropping the snap, picking it up, and then just getting destroyed. John Nelson, they call him the unsung hero of this defense.
He is a stud, and this Nevada defense is playing extremely aggressive. Bishop can't do anything to give them any benefit or any more momentum here. Got to be able to handle the snap. Unfortunately, those things do happen.
Nelson coming off a big game in the semifinal win over Solon. He had a couple of sacks. Really good basketball player as well. All conference hoops in the heart of Iowa. Second down and 13. Design draw by Conley. And Conley twisting his way to the 27.
I like that call. Gives him third and manageable there. The hard part is he took a big shot by Braden Fleming right there, junior linebacker. You want to be careful getting your quarterback hit like that, but good run, good call, gets him in third and manageable.
You look at the weapons, and One of their main weapons is at tight end, Caden Lester, number 11. Who will Conley go to here? Again, a three-man front for Nevada. They will bring a linebacker off the edge. Conley dodging, throws over the middle, and it's incomplete. That time, Pat, they brought Angerer on they brought Waldera. Yeah, you're used to coming too. They brought Waldera on a delayed blitz, and he nearly got to Conley.
Yes, he did. And forced him kind of out of the pocket to not set his feet to be able to make a good throw, and the guys in the back end did a really good job. These have been two really, really good defensive sets by Nevada.
Yeah, they really mix up their looks well. Camouflaging when they want to bring the blitz and when they want to bring the packages and when they drop off. And Heelan rattled a little bit early in this first quarter.
Offense number 2, 5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
It's interesting you talk about, this is Nevada's first time in the finals, and they're playing pretty clean. You would think Bishop Heelan, they're having some issues with penalties and fumbling the ball.
Second punt of the afternoon, fielding it at the 48, cutting up field immediately to the 41-yard line. A return of 11 yards for Lucas Brown, and terrific starting position for Nevada. There's a good look at John LaFleur, 4th season on the sideline, the 11th coach in program history, an opportunity to come back to his roots. A 1993 Heelan graduate, and he has turned this program back around. Before he took over the program, they had hit some tough time.
He's done such a good job. He has been super impressive. What a great leader. Just talking to him, he is a football coach, and there's no surprise why he's been so successful.
You look at the rich tradition of this program, and they have a lot of it, but before he took over, Heelan went 3-23. And then since then, in his 4 years, he's led them to a 19-13 mark, including a trip into the state championship game just 2 years ago.
That is so impressive. So impressive. Once you talk to him, it's not a surprise, right?
He demands a lot. These kids love him. Over the middle, it is Henson following his right guard. And he is real close to the first down. Looks like they'll mark him just short.
Henson's really done a good job using his legs and really managing these drives. Been very impressed with him on offense.
You talked about how crisp Nevada is playing. It looks like a team playing with house money right now. They are loose and they are having fun.
That is a great point. What do they got to lose? Everybody's counting them out.
Everybody in the box, all 22 bodies, both sides. And now it becomes a tug of war. And as they unsort the pile of humanity, let's see the guy on the bottom, Drake Henson, is far enough to move the chains. I don't know. White Hat takes a look, and I think we're going to have our first
officials
measurement.
Oh,
this is exciting.
I love it.
These guys need some TV time, I'm telling you. They wanted it.
I've been on my soapbox the last couple of days saying, let's bring back the chain measurements.
Yes. It's a stressful gig here for these guys.
Take a look at our officials. Every single one of the men in stripes, men and women in stripes over the past couple of days have earned it. Grades throughout the course of the year. The stretch of the chains. Marty Bowen says first down, Nevada.
Great push by their O-line on that. Just a tremendous job here, continuing to get those first downs, continuing to keep this drive going.
Andrew Kleeman, his 10th year with Nevada, played his high school football at West Lyon. Played for Jay Roseboom, who we saw last night win another title. Sure, he was happy for his alma mater, and now he tries to get it done for the first time in school history at Nevada. High snap. This is Waldera trucking his way to the 28, 3 hard-fought yards.
That was a good off-tackle run, and a great job by Zach Harpinaugh coming over the top, making a play.
Harpinaugh, they rely on a lot to call out their defense, make sure everybody is into the right spots pre-snap. One of those players that aspires to play college football, number 6 in the Heelan blue, and he is a guy that lives in the film room, loves the study part of this sport. Second down, read option. Henson keeps it. Not a good decision there. He is tackled back at the 31, and the Crusaders trying to fire everybody up. Alex Lacey says, let's go back home to Northwest Iowa.
What a great job by Alex Lacey, getting off a block, getting upfield, taking a shot at the quarterback, bowing up there on defense. That's just what that defensive line needed.
He's all fired up after the play. Lacey has grown so much as a player from his freshman year to his senior campaign. Third down and 9. They are right on the edge of Eggland's field goal range if they don't pick up another inch. Whistle sounds. I believe Nevada called the timeout, and they did. Kleeman wants to talk it over.
Nevada, their first charge timeout of the half.
Stay connected with Iowa PBS Sports no matter where you're watching from. Join the conversation. Follow us on Facebook and X. Use hashtag Iowa PBS Sports to enjoy the championships with other fans. Great way to stay connected. The bonds that you build throughout your high school years. I know from my personal experience, some of my best friends from my high school days, friends that you play the sport of football in, and I guarantee you the memories that these kids will have when they're our age and beyond, they'll be talking about these days for a long, long time.
Oh, yeah. We had our 20-year state championship reunion last year, and it was like we had never left. It was a really good time. Nobody got arrested, so that was good. Everybody behaved, but we had a lot of fun.
Third down and 9 after the timeout. Henson looking right. Here comes pressure. Henson flush, and he's forced to throw it away.
It looked like they were trying to get Waldera almost on a wheel route.
There's no foul for
Casey
intentional
Thomas did a
grounding.
really good job forcing him out of the pocket and making him have a bad throw.
They'd be looking at a 47-yard field goal for Eggland, who has connected from 45 this season, but they're not interested in that. They keep the offense on the field. Nevada not huddling. This prevents Heelan from getting any type of substitutes into the game. Fourth down and 10. Henson, 3-step drop, takes time, fires, down goes the receiver, and here comes the flag. Eggland got tripped up, and the Cubs will keep this drive alive. Like he got tied up with Whitcomb.
Pass interference, defense number 4. That penalty will be 15 yards from the previous spot. Results in a first down.
I'll tell you what, that was a veteran move by Eggland. A lot of these guys, usually you'll try to fight through it, and he did a good job. As soon as he got held, as soon as he got pulled back, he hit the ground, which was a really good job by him forcing that call.
Yeah, they signaled and identified Favors, but that was Whitcomb with the contact, and now new life, and there goes Waldera, diving ahead, touchdown Nevada.
That was a big-time run right there by a big-time player. You want to talk about spotlight players. Off tackle, making a play, running through everything. Great blocking by the guys up front. For him to get by that goal line and stretch and make a play, super impressive. He has been so much fun to watch tonight, and we're only in the first quarter.
Keep an eye on what the Cubs do with the point after. They will bring the offensive line back into position. 9 carries already in this first quarter for Waldera. 50 yards, the 15-yarder. Oh, short hop on the snap. What a job on the placement. Man, soft hands there by Prince Wayball. Looked like a shortstop fielding a grounder on the infield there. Beautiful job.
Just a quick little off tackle there. Nothing special about it. Just man on man, bigs on bigs. And great job by Waldera. Look at the line open up. Look at that hole open up. Great job by our O-lineman. Zayden Shute leading through the hole. Super impressive. Great drive by Nevada.
7 plays, 41 yards. Key play on the drive was the 4th down conversion and the pass interference call, which kept Nevada going. Been all Cubs in the opening 12 minutes. Good look at Waldera, a young man who simply doesn't get tired. 33 carries, 233 yards in the semifinals, plus he had 3 catches. So you're talking about a 12-minute quarter in Iowa high school football, and a young man who touched the ball 36 times in the course of a game.
And that's not to mention he's playing defense too. He's starting on defense. He's leading them in tackles as well. That's a tough guy. Love his hairstyle. If I had hair, I would do something cool like that with it.
It was pretty short.
I like that. We should do it. Let's grow it out.
You go first. Okay, key juncture, Bishop Heelan. Down 10. Crusader team without, so far, their star at running back, Kason Thomas, who rushed for 1,400 yards, and an offense that is waiting for somebody to step up in his absence. From the 20-yard line, straight drop by Conley. He'll spin it far side, too tall. Looked like he had happy feet that time. Really didn't set it, as Wayball had some room to make a play if the ball would have been close.
That was great pressure by John Nelson there, making him basically forcing a tough throw here because he had him in his face. This Nevada defense is playing with a ton of energy and showing a lot of different looks, giving a ton of pressures out there. Very impressed.
Yeah, that's the thing. They show multiple looks. They camouflage it well. It is a tough defense to predict. Waldera and Happy, the 2 linebackers, on 2nd down, and unable to get anything inside as Waldera came flying through. 3rd down.
Well, Austin Waldera making another play there. That seems to be all he does. So violent and so fast downhill.
We haven't seen a lot of the Crusader offense in this opening quarter. This will just be the 8th play in this first quarter. Only 12 yards. 2-second differential play clock to game clock. Here comes Nevada again. Drag route. Pass was behind. They were looking for hope, but again, the pressure that Nevada continues to dial up, throwing off the timing of Conley and his receivers.
Just trying to get a short crossing route. Just was unable to get his feet set because of the pressure from the defensive line.
Boy, how about this start in their inaugural trip to the Dome in the state championship game for Nevada. We played 1 quarter, and the Cubs out in front of Bishop Heelan, 10-0. We'll be back with more from Cedar Falls coming up in just a little bit. Henson in this offense. The big strike downfield while Derek caps it off. All Cubs after 1 quarter.
Paul Yeager here on a short break to speak with Jim Plegge. He's president and CEO of Bank Iowa in West Des Moines. So, Jim, tell me why Iowa Bankers supports Iowa PBS as well as boys athletics here in the state of Iowa.
Yes, Paul. The Student Athlete Achievement Awards are significant to Iowa student athletes and their communities because they not only recognize athletic excellence, but also academic achievement, leadership, and character. Through the program's 30-year history, the IBA has awarded more than $360,000 in scholarships to student athletes in football, basketball, and wrestling. These scholarships are a win for all of us because after graduation, we hope these students will work right here in Iowa.
And that support of those scholarships is incredible, right?
It is indeed. So much like the IBA supports the Iowa banks, we are committed to supporting students by investing in their education and financial future, which helps to build stronger communities. It reflects our commitment to community growth and long-term success across the state.
All right, Jim, thank you. All right, let's get back to the game.
Every year at the Athletic Association Championships, the Iowa Bankers Association honors student athletes who excel on the court, in the classroom, and in their communities with a Student Athlete Achievement Award and a $1,000 college scholarship. The 2025 winner for the Class 3A is Zachary Harpino from Bishop Heelan. Nick Hagerty from Prime Bank in Sioux City is here for the banking community to show support for Zachary. Congratulations and thank you to Nick and the Iowa Bankers Association for providing this award.
Start of quarter number 2 in the Class 3A state championship. Alongside Paul Yeager down on the field, Pat Anger, Sean Kinney with you from the Unidome. Second and final day of the 2025 Iowa High School State Football Championships. One more champion to be crowned after this one, and that will be tonight. Primetime football Friday night with Class 5A, Dowling and Liberty. Start the second quarter with another Heelan punt. This one high but short, takes a lateral bounce, and the Crusaders will touch it at the 46. Second straight series that Nevada has opened up on the Heelan side of the field.
Yeah, really good field position. Obviously, Nevada's got the momentum right now. I don't know if something's going on with the Bishop offense because Kaysen's off. They just kind of seem like a little bit out of rhythm here. So hopefully the defense can make a play for them so then they can get back into rhythm. But I'll tell you what, Nevada is playing tough. They are playing with a lot of confidence.
First priority coming in for Heelan to start the second quarter will be how do you slow down Alston Waldera? It's a lot easier said than done.
It's the truth.
He had his way in the first quarter. Henson sprints his way into the center, takes a pretty good hit. Dylan Knapp came in and brought some violence with that hit, but again, a good surge all the way up to the 46 yards. And if you keep Nevada on schedule, it's lights out with this offense and a running back like Waldera.
Absolutely, and you also you got Henson as well too. These two, this combo is very, very dangerous, extremely tough, and their O-line is getting such a good push. They are dominating the line of scrimmage right now.
Henson rushed for over 400 yards this year. Second down and 4 from the 40. Back to Waldera, following his tight end through the hole, and he is cut down low at the 38-yard line. That time it was Cedar Smith who led the block. Dylan Knapp, second straight tackle for the state semifinalists, part of the Heelan baseball team this past summer, only a sophomore. Third down and 2, same play, and Waldera first down. Snowed under at the 35.
Such a great push by the O-line, and what they're doing is they're essentially just running power, and those guards and tackles are doing such a good job getting upfield and creating a lane for Waldera. They are dominating line of scrimmage.
They love running behind the left side. Isaac Harrington, the only returning starter up front coming into the season on the offensive line, number 54, the left tackle. He played guard predominantly a season ago. They moved him out to tackle to protect the blind side for Henson, and he has excelled, and they're running behind him again. Waldera tornadoing his way to the 31-yard line. And again, it comes down to first down production so far in this first half.
Yep, get ahead of the sticks on first and second down, and it makes third downs a lot easier. That's what extends those drives. You've got to win on the early downs, and Nevada's doing a really good job of that.
Eglin and Brown, the two receivers, twin set to the top. Franz and the receiver at the bottom, second down. Henson spotting something, looks down at his wrist, and he will hand it off. It is Waldera to the 30, 25, drive, and he's upended at the 21-yard line.
Once again, just using those pullers, bringing Cedar Smith, the tight end, over. And a good play, good open field tackle, but a great job getting that first down.
8th first down already for Nevada. They switch sides with Eglin, split to the bottom. Number 1 for the Cubs. Quarterback power right up the middle, and Drake Henson spinning his way to the 15, and every button they are pushing offensively is working.
I love that little, quarterback power, quarterback follow, basically. And he does a good job just being so big. It seems like he's tough to tackle here. Great vision by him. Doesn't hit the hole super hard. He's very patient. And the line is getting such a good push. Pretty much everything they do is working.
Andrew Kleeman just talked about the confidence that he has built starting last year, taking over this offense. Such a good athlete when you look at Drake Henson. All conference, basketball, baseball. Waldera thrown forward, but this should be good enough for another Cub first down. Harpinaugh the stop, and it will be Nevada first down. And Andrew Kleeman has scripted up a masterpiece in this first half.
Yes, he is. And Valera's following those great pullers. Rangel Belo, I mean, man, that guy has been so impressive to watch him just open up these holes for these running backs and quarterback. He is a tough O-lineman.
Seven-play, 32-yard drive, over 4 minutes off the clock. It's the left side. This time the Crusaders able to stack them up. Favors was the first one to blow it up, and then he had plenty of help behind him.
Yeah, that was a great job by Avery Favors there, getting off a block, being strong, and not allowing him just to continue to run that ball in that direction. What's tough is he's having to take on two pullers on that play, and he did a good job bowing up.
What's the technique there? You have a couple of big linemen coming at you. How do you shred those pulling blockers?
Well, it depends. It depends what we're trying to play. If I'm trying to spill it, then I'm going to get underneath and kind of tear it apart. Or if I'm trying to bounce it back, then I'm going to want to have my right arm or my outside arm free.
Second down, Henson, fade pattern, back of the end zone, and it is incomplete. Coverage on the play by Whitcomb.
That was a great job by Grant Whitcomb. A 50-50 ball right there. Obviously undersized compared to the receiver, and did a really good job making sure that he wasn't able to tackle. Make the catch.
What did John LaFleur tell us this week? You've heard of Darrell Revis, the great quarterback. Yeah. They always used to call it Revis Island because the coaches trusted him. They trust Grant Whitcomb.
Yep.
It's Whitcomb's island, and he made the play there on the island. 3rd down and 10. Kleeman comes sprinting down the Nevada sideline to call the Cubs' second timeout.
Timeout of the half.
Take an adventure with Iowa PBS on Road Trip Iowa. Join host Brooke Colesdorf as we travel the state's highways and scenic byways, exploring the history, culture, and natural beauty along the way. Road Trip Iowa, Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m., Saturdays at 9 a.m. on Iowa PBS, or stream online anytime. A community that has committed to the sport of football really heavily over the past 10 years, and it's no coincidence that's when Andrew Kleeman arrived to take over this program. He called it a decade of difference. The administration was all in. They invested more into their weight room. They have a beautiful refurbished stadium. In fact, when they went through the modernization of the current existing Cubs stadium, it was year one for Kleeman on the sideline, and he has put out a good product every year. 3rd down, back to the pylon they go into double coverage, and it's incomplete. John Nelson is who they were looking for, but Whitcomb was in the neighborhood again.
Man, that was a dangerous throw right there. But a good job of at least throwing it out of bounds. It was a good job by the guys inside. Got it underneath over the top defender. It was a good job making sure nobody could catch the ball.
Eglin connected from 23 earlier. This one officially spotted as a 31-yard field goal. Placement down, kick on the way, and he snuck it through. It is good. He was 3 for 3 last week, including a 45-yarder, and he's been an instrumental part of their offense once again tonight with the spotlight even brighter. A couple of field goals in this first half. And the Cubs extend the lead 13-0.
Nevada's got to be pretty happy right now where they're at, where the game's going. They kind of have full control offensively. And still, you know, it's only a 2-possession ball game. Now Bishop is not out of this. They can have a good long drive here, and things are looking a lot better for them.
Play, 33-yard drive. It's a 5-minute plus drive there, yet 33 yards.
That's 11 play, 33 yards, 5 minutes. Man, that's a grinder right there.
I don't know where it's going to come from, but Heelan has got to try to kickstart something offensively. 9 plays. A grand total of 12 net yards. John LaFleur knows this is an important drive, winding down quarter number 2. From the shotgun, they go empty. Nevada shows one of their linebackers. He gets picked up. Now Conley running, dumps it off near side. Pass is caught out of the backfield. Avery Favors. Good job there by Conley. Kept the eyes downfield the entire time.
Yeah, it looked like it was almost dead in the water, and he was able to make something out of that. It was a good job by Avery Favors sneaking out and making a play.
First completion of the game for Conley, who had misfired in his first 4 attempts. Favors once again seeing the, really not the bulk, every single snap offensively at tailback with the injury to Cason Thomas. He will get the call here, and he is met. Good job, though, by Favors to stretch the ball ahead. It was Happy who came through, Justin Happy.
Yeah, another bingo set. Guard tackle to the backside. No eligible receivers at the backside, just guard tackle. And what happened, Justin Happy ran through the backside, made a big tackle. Very impressive by him.
Whitcomb and Lester to the top of the field. 2 receivers split to the bottom. 30-yard line. The line to get. Conley will let her air it out, and this one incomplete. It looked like Lester was trying to make a move to come back to the football. He is pleading his case. Cole Beving. And what will go down is good coverage without the laundry on the turf. What do you think, Pat?
You know, that's kind of looks like he's pulling him into him. It depends whatever team you're on, right? Whatever team you're looking for. What really caused that short throw would be Braden Fleming there. It's huge pressure on the quarterback. Caused that throw to get a little short.
4th possession, 4th punt. And this one will roll all the way to the 28. 46 yards on the punt. Heelan fans still voicing their displeasure.
I don't blame them. I don't blame them at all.
Always such a great atmosphere when you come to the Unidome. How lucky are we here in the state of Iowa? State championships always in the month of November. Weather not as nice or cooperative as it has been this week.
Yeah, we're very lucky to have this. This is the destination place for these high school kids.
Drake Henson on first down, not much. Alex Lacey.
Alex Lacey is all over the place on that D-line. He has been he's been tough. He's been tough to block. He is an athletic kid.
John LaFleur told us he has grown up so much from his freshman to senior year. He never saw the field early in the career. He put a lot of focus in the weight room. He kind of joked. He said, this guy will eat everything in front of him. Second down and 8. Waldera, look at the cutback, and Waldera up to the 36, 6 yards. And he has been a workhorse in this first half. Already 16 carries, 74 yards.
Great vision there by him, and it's such a good job following his pullers. Rango Balo, he is a guy that they like to pull and they like to run behind. He is a good lead blocker, and he's clearing it up for him right there.
What makes a good puller? Nimble feet, the ability to get down the line, and he has it. You win the leverage battle, and you have that big guy coming at you. He's going to open up some holes. Third down and 3. It is Waldera just lowering the head, and he'll be short. Good job by Heelan with the short yardage defense. Nevada with all the momentum. Do you dare risk giving up the momentum with 4th down? And this has been their motto this postseason.
Yeah, I mean,
we're going to.
Yep, I respect it. Maybe they're just going to try to get him to jump off sides here. Who knows? But I do respect it if they're going to go for it.
They have everybody up there at the line of scrimmage. And I think you're right, Pat. Kleeman standing right by one of the side officials, and he will call a timeout with exactly 3 minutes to go.
Nevada, their third and final charge timeout of the half.
I know you think about it. Nevada's got the momentum right now. Why would they try to do anything to give Bishop Heelan, some momentum going into the second half?
Don't miss a minute of today's championship action. Be sure to catch the live stream on YouTube and IowaPBS.org. Proud moment last week for Andrew Kleeman. He was telling us after the win, I asked him, what was the most meaningful message that you got? I mean, this was a historic moment for the Nevada program. He said he had a conversation with his sister Jen. We talked about how their dad Joe would have been proud of him. Joe passed away in 2018, and Coach talked about all the memories he had going to West Lyon games back in the day, and brother-sister connection, remembering their father, and just a proud moment for the Kleeman family. Terrific punt after the timeout. Not wanting to risk giving up this momentum. You have a defense that's flying to the football. No need to risk field position, so they will make Heelan go the duration of this field with 2:53 to go.
Right now in the game, Heelan's got 0 first downs. Nevada has 9. That is an impressive start to the game.
Conley looks like he's checking down, might be changing the play on first down. He gets rid of it quickly, out pattern, but he undershot his man. Right idea. Jonathan Hope was there. He saw the coverage, but could not deliver the throw.
Yeah, I like him, trying to hit these little short routes, trying to gain some confidence, get a little bit of momentum going here. Just was unable to get his feet set and complete the throw.
Noah Conley, an exceptional baseball player, basketball as well. Basketball actually his first love, but he has embraced the football aspect, especially with all the team success that they have had. They move the pocket for him here. He'll throw on the run. Whitcomb the catch. Stretching the ball ahead to the 21-yard line. Good open field tackle by Franzen.
This little dash play to the left, and quarterback's right-handed. He's rolling to the left, throwing with his right hand's a tough throw. He did a good job making it. It was a great job by Franzen coming downhill and making an open field tackle. That guy is as sure of a tackleist as you can get.
Throughout the course of the season, when Heelan has needed a first down, they look Grant Whitcomb's way. 3rd down and 7. They go over the middle. First down. Room to run past the 30, up ahead to the 36-yard line. It's a huge conversion there as Jonathan Hope reels it in. Gain of 15 yards.
That was great momentum there. Just a quick little under route, and he did a good job. They brought the middle linebacker down the middle of the field, was able to catch the ball and clear out space for him.
First down and 10, inside 2 minutes to go. Heelan still with 2 timeouts. That one going up and making the catch. Wow, that's how you come back to the football. What a grab there by Lester, the team's top receiver.
That was a very dangerous throw. I was thinking that might have been picked, and he was able to make a play and get upfield, get first down.
13 yards. Conley looking right. Now throws on the run over the middle and another catch. Whitcomb with his 2nd reception, and Conley spinning the ball around, getting Heelan back into it.
And this is the motivation. This is the tempo. This is the momentum that Bishop Heelan's been looking for all game.
3 straight completions, right back to it. This one got tipped, incomplete. A knuckleball that landed at the feet of Jonathan Hope. John Nelson stretching up, getting a piece of it with his fingertips.
Yeah, I was going to say, it says he's listed as 6'5". He looked all 6'5" on that one. Holy moly.
Closing moments of this first half and a little bit of life for Bishop Heelan. 2nd down and 10. Conley under duress. Rolls right, hit as he throws, and it's incomplete. Waldera chased him all the way across the field. Conley trying to buy as much time as he could.
That was a great job getting him out of the pocket by that Nevada D line, and the back end is doing such a good job coveraging. Looked like a little bit of a hold there. Waldera getting them out of the pocket and making a hit on there. What does he not do? He is an extremely impressive football player. That guy is fun to watch. Wish I had energy like that.
64 tackles this year for Waldera. 3rd down and 10. Trips right for Conley, and a timeout for the Crusaders.
Timeout, Bishop Heelan. Their 2nd charge timeout of the half.
So they will have 1 remaining with 70 seconds to go in the first half, and by far their most productive drive. Noah Conley finding a little flow to this offense, has made some good throws, couple of catches for Whitcomb, Jonathan Hope, Caden Lester, each with a reception, and now they look at how they finish this off with some points and give their fans who have made the long trip over to Eastern Iowa something to celebrate.
100%. They're waiting. They're waiting for something, and Bishop's got the talent. I think they just needed to settle down a little bit, find their groove, and big 3rd down play right here. Would be nice for them to go into the 3rd quarter with points. Nevada gets the ball to start the 2nd half.
Again, if you're just joining us, our developing story, Kaysen Thomas, one of the top running backs in Class 3A, limited to just one side of the football. He has not played any offensive snaps. He is only on the defensive side of the football today. Rushed for 1,400 yards this year. Third down, they drop 8 into coverage. Conley sets the feet, incomplete. Dylan Knapp, the closest receiver.
It was an empty set. Looked like he had a little bit of a window there. Just couldn't get his feet planted to get the throw there. It's a great job by Nevada on the back end. They did a good job guarding everybody. It was a was an empty formation.
Lester, Whitcomb, and Hope, the trio of receivers to the right. Waybaugh and Knapp, the two receivers to the bottom. Here come the Cubs. Conley in danger. Disappears from the trouble. Now throws across the field. Tipped away. Waldera just in the nick of time. Got a hand up. And the Cubs forced the turnover on downs.
There was so many highs and lows on that play. I thought he was sacked 4 times. Was able to get the ball out. Flushing him out of the pocket. He's running to his left. Ends up seeing a guy wide open, throws it over to his right, but just was unable to get it. Waldera was able to jump in front of it and make a play.
Keep in mind, Nevada has used all 3 of their timeouts, so they take over at the 36, inside a minute to go. Handoff is to Waldera, past the 40, and Waldera still moving. Look at Waldera go all the way to the Heelan 45.
That guy is tough. He's a scrapper. He's a fighter. They love this. You know, they love this left side off tackle. They're pulling the right guard and the right tackle, and they're just getting a lot of push there with the left side. Blockers are leading very well, and he is not going down with a fight.
21 yards on the run for Waldera. Clock stops as they move the chains. Nevada lined up. Again, they have a really good field goal kicker. Right back to the left side. Waldera trying to struggle his way, but cannot get out of bounds. Clock will continue. Again, Nevada cannot stop the clock. See if Henson just spikes this football as they rush up. A lot of time, though, dwindling off this clock. Henson with 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Oh, boy, that just took way too much time. And now this turns out to be the final play of the first half. Henson will launch. 50-50, ball caught! Touchdown! Gavin Eglin, are you kidding me? There are flags all over the place in the end zone, so a lot to sort out. Holy smokes,
wow.
Pat.
That, what a play right there. Oh, my goodness.
All the flags are in the end zone. So I'm not sure what this discussion
So you would assume,
is
obviously,
about.
it's probably on the defense, right, if the flags are in the end zone.
It is a big call here. Ruling on the field before the flag, touchdown, and now we're about to listen in and see what this is all about. You wonder, too, maybe an unsportsmanlike conduct. Was there excessive celebration or taunting after the catch? A lot of different options on the table. We're about to find out.
There are 2 fouls on the play, both on the offense. Illegal formation, 5 men in the backfield. After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 1, offense. Both fouls will be enforced from the previous spot. We will have 1 untimed down, 2nd down.
Wow, Heelan dodges a huge bullet right there.
That was, let's look at this. Just getting to the outside. How does he jump up and make that catch? That was super impressive.
All for naught. Eglin's touchdown.
Oh, with the
off
spike.
The board. Yep. A late spike there, and now.
I mean, the hard part is after a great catch like that, you know, it's what do you do? I don't know. I don't blame the kid. I've seen him do it on purpose. That was a really exciting play. He just made a tremendous catch.
Whoa. We will take our breath after a wild finish to this one. First half in the books. It's been the Waldera show for Nevada. He has the rushing touchdown. Henson orchestrating this offense. Cubs by 13.
Hello, I'm Andrew Bott, Executive Director and General Manager of Iowa PBS. We are your home for boys and girls high school sports championships. Our statewide network is the only local television broadcast available in all 99 counties of Iowa. And our public service mission ensures every Iowan can watch your team compete for a state championship, on air or online. Our focus is on the communities, coaches, and student athletes that represent the next generation of Iowans. While our mission to serve Iowa continues, we need your support now more than ever. Please consider supporting Friends of Iowa PBS and help power your statewide network.
There's a new way to stay connected and know what's happening with Market to Market. Subscribe to our Market Insider newsletter. One email and a lot of information awaits you. Each Monday, we'll ship you stories from behind the camera with a recap of what we've done and what's coming up next on the show. Go to markettomarket.org and subscribe to Market Insider.
Being an Iowan and thinking about Iowa PBS, I think it really allows me to understand more about my state, and that our state is full of a rich culture, various types of landscapes, and a lot of types of events that are fun places to go visit and experience. I would tell somebody considering becoming a member that it's worth it, because Iowa PBS satisfies my curiosity about learning. It brings Iowa to the world as well.
Halftime here. Now time for the Iowa Cheer Honor Squad.
For your halftime entertainment.
Halftime here in the Class 3A state championship game. The Nevada Cubs in search of their first state title. They lead Bishop Heelan 13-0. Back in a moment here on Iowa PBS.
Iowa PBS has been a part of my life as long as I've been watching TV. Our two daughters were raised on Sesame Street and Mr. Rogers, and our granddaughter loves Daniel Tiger. Iowa PBS's programming has something for everyone, and I feel fortunate to be a member and have the benefit of watching a great show with Passport whenever I want.
Make your year-end gift by December 31st. Donate today and help inspire Iowans all year long.
Find your favorite programs this fall on Iowa PBS. Enjoy world-class musical performances. Go behind the scenes of fan-favorite cooking shows and learn the stories of iconic PBS hosts. Programs like these are made possible by the support of viewers like you. Donate now or increase your gift to ensure these beloved programs continue bringing joy and inspiration to Iowa viewers.
Find Iowa is your invitation to explore. Investigate the stories of our land, our history, and our communities. From science and nature to history and culture, there's always more to uncover. Go outside, get inspired, and explore with us. Scan the QR code or visit iowapbs.org/find.
Every year, Iowa's finest high school musicians gather in Ames for the Iowa All-State Music Festival.
Makes me want to sing, makes me want to shout. I can tell the world what I'm talking about.
Enjoy incredible performances from the 2025 All-State Band, Chorus, and Orchestra in Hilton Coliseum. 2025 All-State Music Festival, Thanksgiving Day on Iowa PBS.
We're Iowa PBS. We cover Iowa and the world. We're Market to Market, an Iowa Press. We're high school sports. We're science. We're adventure. We're drama and mystery. We're the arts. And we're Iowa's storyteller. We're lifelong learners. We're family first. We're educational. We're trusted. We're valued. We're essential. Your support makes all of this happen. Give today at iowapbs.org/donate.
You're watching Statewide Iowa PBS.
In scoring, they lead 13-0 here at halftime in our middle game of the day here on Friday. Tom Keating's back with us again here at halftime, the executive director of the Iowa High School Athletic Association. And Tom, you know, it's the 5th year we've had 5A, so you've got more kids that get a chance to play in the title game. Talk about participation right now in Iowa. We got kids playing football?
We do, you know, and I think, you know, we have a little pockets of schools that are struggling, but most of that's due to school population. But in most of our schools, football participation is up, and it's healthy.
I'm going to put you on the spot, 8-player. Do you think we'll ever see 2 classes of 8-player?
You know, I think that debate continues on, and a lot of that is going to have to do with the number of schools who move into 8-player. And what we're looking at right now, if you're aware of the legislation that counts cooperative agreements differently now, more schools are going to be willing to co-op because they're not going to push them up to a major class. And so we're more likely to see teams co-op than I think we see more teams go to 8-player.
But let's talk about the 8-player game yesterday. Yep. Well, that was a pretty exciting game.
Absolutely.
It's so fun to watch. When you added that and the opportunity for more kids to play, I described it as kind of like backyard football. But yesterday was anything backyard. I mean, it was serious. Garrigan pulled that one out. Woodbine had a great game. When you see games like that and on a field and an opportunity, you gotta smile, right?
Absolutely. And, you know, to your point, when people think about 8-player football, I hope they understand that the same kind of technique, the same kind of tactics are being used, and all you have to do is watch warm-ups. And you watch those kids go through their drills, and you understand they're being trained just like 11-player players are being trained, and their experience is a football experience. And they hit hard, and
they hit hard,
Yeah.
and they're big dudes.
They are.
You know, you get down there and you see that. You mentioned it in our last conversation, 50th year of being up here in Cedar Falls. Again, it's about the tradition. One thing where we're standing, these people walk by, you've seen it for years. Talk about the fan experience for me and what you're trying to do for them to make sure that they get to enjoy it with their kids.
Well, I think there's a couple parts to that. Number one is they get to be in 70 degrees while they're watching football, and that's a good thing, especially considering some of the Novembers that we have in Iowa. The other, though, is, you know, we're trying to make the in-venue experience, as we mentioned last time, sync with what we're doing right now, and we want it to all be one thing. So whether it's a field goal kicking contest, or it's a T-shirt shoot or toss, or, you know, presentations of awards, we want this experience to be a fun one, and one that people want to experience over and over again.
Last thing, in the 5A game tonight, Hall of Fame. Incredible class as always. Coming in.
It is, and it's just a testament to the hard work that our young people put in, the coaching that they get, the leadership that they get, the mentoring that they get. You know, you don't get to the level that these inductees get to without all of that. It's a pretty sweet formula.
And when I see these guys that are Hall of Fame going, oh, I remember when they played. I can't imagine what it's like for others who are, you know, they've seen them play for all these years.
Absolutely, and the beauty is, you know, I hope some of our dads and moms are saying, hey, pay attention to that. You know, that's what gets you where you want to be, and hold those people up for them.
Tom Keating, great to see you. Thanks for having us here this week.
Great to see you, and thanks for the partnership. We appreciate it.
Very good. Tom Keating, Executive Director of the Iowa High School Athletic Association. Halftime. Looks like Nevada's making their way back out. When we come back, we'll show you how they scored their 13 points. Hint, his number is 21. Back in a moment.
Settled before Iowa was a state, Davenport tells the tale of community, culture, and trade along the banks of the Mississippi River. A variety of architectural movements are preserved in Davenport in structures designed for civic and commercial life. Join Iowa PBS as we explore the arts and the architecture within the historic buildings of Iowa, Davenport.
Coming to Iowa PBS, December 2nd.
On the next Road Trip Iowa,
it's an important piece of history for our community.
we explore the southern stretch of Iowa's Jefferson Highway.
This is one of the perks of the job for sure.
This span of countryside offers unique attractions with soaring and shining views of our state. Saturday at 9 a.m.
Coming up on the next episode of Iowa Life, Caleb Wise grows creativity and tradition. Carlos Oliva becomes the Guatemalan dragon. And Midwest Pets for Life helps Iowans keep their pets close.
It breaks my heart to think they'd have to give it up.
All that and more on the next Iowa Life. Sunday at 10:30 on Iowa PBS.
Such a meaningful part of Iowa PBS is the coverage of unique Iowa events. And part of that is our high schools and our kids programs, whether it's athletics or otherwise. The state fair coverage, that's such a part of the fabric of Iowa. And I think just the programming that covers things meaningful to our people in our state.
Donate today and support Iowa PBS.
Class 3A halftime. Nevada leads Sioux City. Bishop Heelan 13-0. So Nevada, which is just off of Highway 30. We've already had one champion off Highway 30 from Carroll Kemper. What can Nevada do to add? And we all had one from the eastern side in Cedar Rapids. So Nevada's right in the middle between the two. Let's see how the Cubs have done here in the first half. And it's pretty easy. You're going to look for number 21, Austin Waldera. Look at him run. Pat and Sean have been talking about him this whole first half, just how they love him. We've been talking over here where we're watching the game. Look at that play. Goes up and over. And then he caps it off here. with a touchdown run, dives for the end zone, 19 carries, 99 yards. The Cubs have 155 yards of total offense, so that means, just my rough math, he's 64% of their total offense. He had 36 carries, 233 against Solon. There's a look at your stats, 155 to 65. We talked about first downs, 10 to 3, and those 3 first downs for Heelan didn't come until just at the last moment. Time of possession, all in favor of Nevada right now as they double up. But Heelan had a really good drive there, just came up with no points at the end of the first half. We'll see what they do. Both the teams are back on the field. When we come back, we will have Sean Kinney and Pat Anger call the second half of this Class 3A state championship here on Iowa PBS.
Coming up on the next episode of Iowa Life, Caleb Wise grows creativity and tradition. Carlos Oliva becomes the Guatemalan Dragon. And Midwest Pets for Life helps Iowans keep their pets close.
It breaks my heart to think they'd have to give it up.
All that and more on the next Iowa Life. Sunday at 10:30 on Iowa PBS.
Funding provided by
Banking in Iowa goes beyond transactions. Banks work to help people and small businesses succeed. And Iowa banks are committed to building confident banking relationships. Iowa Banks, your partner through it all.
And by Fareway Meat and Grocery. For more than 80 years, Fareway has been proud to be an active part of the communities we serve. Learn more at fareway.com.
Halftime here in Cedar Falls, the University of Northern Iowa, the backdrop, Nevada 13, Bishop Heelan nothing. The Cubs into the state finals for the first time in program history. Sean Kinney alongside Pat Anger, so great to have you with us. Okay, so we come into this finals game wanting to know what will Waldera do for an encore. He's coming off a 233-yard monster performance in the semis. He's in line to do something just like that in the finals today.
He's been super impressive, not just offensively, but defensively. He's really controlled the game, controlled the tempo with this Nevada team. They have done such a good job today.
Nevada will get the football first to begin the second half, but there is a flag down on the kick. Again, you look at the numbers, 155 offensively for Nevada. Heelan just 65 yards.
Kicking team. Ball will be placed at the 35-yard line, first down.
Keep in mind, 47 of those 65 yards coming on the final drive when Conley got hot. So after the penalty, we get ready to go. Quarter number 3 from the Dome. 13-0 Nevada. They start shop at the 35-yard line, and they will get Waldera. So he runs his way through an arm tackle up ahead to the 37-yard line. Waldera in the first half, 19 carries, 99 yards. Touchdown run. He has the lone Cub touchdown, averaging right around 5.5 yards per carry.
He's been very impressive. That was a great job by Casey Thomas right there, making a stop on that first down call. They're going to continue probably to give it to Waldera and just continue to roll that clock. This is a huge series right here for this Bishop Heelan defense.
Always interesting to see the adjustments made by the coaches at the break. Second down and 8. Right back to Waldera trying to get to the outside, and he is stood up. Good job gang tackling that time. First one in there was Zach Harpinaugh. Jonathan Hope also in on the tackle.
That was a good job staying outside, containing that outside run. Corners did a tremendous job. Now, hey, 3rd and short here, 3rd and manageable at least. We'll see if they continue to keep it on the ground or throw that little short pass.
It's early. We're only in the 3rd quarter, but if Heelan can get a stop here, I think it could go a long way. And this crowd sensing it as they come to their feet. Third down and 4. It is Waldera trying to finish it, and he won't get there. A yard shy, stood up by Lester.
Caden Lester with a huge tackle come up to meet a really good running back in the hole. That is a phenomenal job. Saves him from getting the first down. Hit him with his chest, ran his feet. His buddies came to help him out.
Nevada converted on 4th down earlier today. They have the offense still out there. Play clock winding down. 4th and a yard. Smith, the H-back to the right. Bunch to the right. Will they indeed take the snap? Henson looks over at the sideline, and Andrew Kleeman will call a timeout.
Timeout, Nevada, their first charge timeout of the half.
From artists and dreamers to everyday Iowans with inspiring stories, explore what makes our state shine on Iowa Life. Join host Charity Nebby Tuesdays at 6:30 p.m. and Sundays at 10:30 a.m. on Iowa PBS, or stream online anytime. Nevada using an early timeout on this opening drive of the second half. Full house here inside the Unidome. Strong contingencies from both sides. Nevada keeps the offense out there. Drake Henson shotgun, 4th and a yard. Kleeman rolling the die, and we have whistles before the start.
False start, offense number 61. 5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
And now this will change it. And Nevada will send out the punting unit. 3rd penalty of the day for the Cubs.
Yeah, that hurts because you wasted a timeout, right, offensively, to be able to get him in get the look you want, and unfortunately you just end up jumping. But it looked like they had the play there that they wanted.
Bad snap, gets it away. Boy, how did that ball get through? A bouncing kick. Jonathan Hope let it go right by him, and he's got to pick that one up. It finally comes to a stop at the 13, 48 yards on the punt.
Man, I thought for sure that was going to get blocked. Great job by Waldera catching it. Able to kind of kick it across his body and let the ball just roll. That was a very fortunate situation there.
Noah Conley in the first half. Caught fire late in the second quarter. 4 of his 5 completions on Heelan's final drive. 5 of 15, 54 yards. He has spread it around 4 different receivers. Heelan comes out throwing near side. This is Lester, makes a defender miss, and Lester shouldered out of bounds by Lucas Brown, but a good gain on first down to the senior target.
I like the call there, just a quick little out route, but you end up having the receivers essentially become blockers.
Caden Lester's father won a state title at Heelan back in 08. This is the player that John LaFleur talked about. We want to get him more involved in the offense, especially with the absence of Kason Thomas today. First down from the 23. They bring 4 over the middle, and a pass is caught. Up ahead to the 35. Back-to-back catches, and they're targeting number 11, as they talked about, a little bit more.
That was a beautiful call. It's just a little mesh route. You got 2 underneath crossers, and you put the tight end behind you. Usually the linebackers, and I know me when I played linebacker, I'm always going to drop. I'm always going to jump the things in front of me, which would then open up the guy behind me. They did a really good job there. Well-executed play.
Conley 2 for 2 on this first drive of the third quarter. He's now completed 6 of his last 7. They have it at the 35. Whitcomb goes in motion. They will run the ball to the boundary side with Avery Favors. And right now, this is the part of the game that they cannot get going, and a flag along the Heelan sideline. I think this might be 15 yards on Nevada. I saw a Crusader just go flying way after the play, right in front of the Bishop Heelan bench, and I think this might be an additional 15 tacked on. Let's listen in.
After the play, personal foul, defense number 88. 15 yards added on to the end of the run. It's also the first down.
Cedar Smith, post-whistle activity, just a disciplined play.
And you don't want to give them anything. You know, you don't want to. They don't want to give Bishop any momentum, any confidence here. Looks like after the play, just shoved him a little bit, and then he kind of drug him out of bounds there. A lot of emotions here, a lot of adrenaline, a lot of things.
It was Cole Sprague, the offensive tackle, who got all twisted up with Smith. Into plus territory at the 49. Motion man is Knapp. Conley wants to go deep. He will launch across the seam, incomplete. He was looking for hope, broken up by Clay Franzen.
If Clay Franzen wasn't there, I think that's probably 6. That was a great play by him. He's got such a good vision when it comes to the ball. 6 interceptions this year. Good job reading the quarterback, knocking the ball out.
Another flag on the play, a late flag thrown out. Officials talking to both coaches here.
Illegal formation, 5 men in the backfield offense. A penalty is declined. Brings up second down.
Nevada will take the incomplete pass, second down. Last time we saw 5 men in the backfield, it cost Nevada 6 points right before the end of the half. Second down and 10 at the 49. Noah Conley is going to step up. He flings it, and it's dropped in and out of the hands of Wayball. A beautifully thrown ball, and that's a catch Wayball makes 9 out of 10 times, and I love seeing Conley go to his favorite target, one of his favorite targets this year, and say, I'm coming to you again, be ready.
That was a great route concept. That's one that's actually just a curl divide. It was one that's really tough to defend from a linebacker perspective because he's really got to expand. And great execution, had him wide open. Just unfortunately, he ran before he caught it.
Third down and 10, Favors in motion, and now it's Heelan's turn to use a timeout.
There's no foul for delay of game. Timeout, Bishop Heelan, their first charge timeout of the half.
Each team has used an early timeout in this third quarter. 8:24 to go. Nevada went into the locker room up 13-0, and they have maintain that lead. Each team has had it once. Good looking drive here by Bishop Heelan following the Nevada punt. Oftentimes it's just not about football with the high school athletes, and that is certainly the case for Clay Franzen. Take a look at this. This is Clay Franzen, Nevada, their star defender. He was a bareback state champion, part of the Iowa High School Rodeo Championships. Take a look at that belt, Pat.
That's awesome. He's my favorite player. Once we heard that, he's my absolute favorite player. You look how tough he is. You know he's not scared of anything. He ain't scared of nothing.
Coach was telling us he's a big hunter. He will go out, mountain elk, even has hunted some bear.
Yeah, took out a black bear this year. That's he makes me feel like I am not a man. This kid is a man.
Third down and 10. After the timeout, they go empty set. They sprint Favors out of the backfield. Near side pressure. Conley buying time. Now Conley throws wide open. Up ahead to the 20. 15. Caught at the 12-yard line. Jonathan Hope. 36 yards, and that's all Noah Conley.
That was huge. That's just what they needed. They actually had a mismatch over there. They were 4-on-3. 4 receivers, 3 DBs, and as the play kind of extended, it allowed the DBs to get pushed more downfield, and Jonathan Hope was there for a great first down and great blocking downfield as well, too. He was able to get 10 to 15 yards just due to great blocking.
First time into the red zone for Bishop Heelan. They will hand the ball off, and a rare opening for Avery Favors.
Yeah, good push with the O-line, good power. Kind of getting the momentum here. Sometimes you just need one or two plays to kind of get things figured out.
Heelan coaches told us this week, when you look at Avery Favors, a senior, he will be starting on a lot of football teams across the state of Iowa, sitting behind Kason Thomas. Lines up to the left of Conley. Second down. He will get the call, make a cut, and then dropped in his tracks at the 5. Also important note, Heelan can still pick up a first down.
There's just nothing there on the inside. Great job by the Nevada front 7. Making a good stop, being violent and physical.
John LaFleur, the head coach for Bishop Heelan, knows this is an important juncture in this football game. He's watched his offense take it to the Cub 5. Third down and 3, and now there was some movement in the backfield.
False start, offense number 4.
Yep.
5-yard penalty.
They just can't get out of their own way. You know, they've had good opportunities. Unfortunately, just can't get out of their own way. 3rd and 8's way different than 3rd and 3.
You're thinking field goal for Heelan. They have not attempted a single field goal all year. They have been pretty good on their PATs. But no field goal attempts. 3rd down and 8. Receiver left. They have the 2 H-backs right. That's the direction they roll. Conley under pressure. Gets rid of it, but that was a lineman that he threw it to. That was his guard, Max Asoff.
I would have liked to see him with the ball. I'd like to see.
I think I saw the whites of Asoff's eyes all the way up here when that ball was heading toward him. As expected, they are going to keep this offense on the field. And you go back to the illegal procedure call a few moments ago. That just changes your playbook on what you want to call. 4th down and 8. They're going to throw it toward the front of the end zone. Caught for the touchdown. Caden Lester on 4th down. Noah Conley says, let me throw that football.
What a great throw, and just a great way for the receiver to use his body to make sure the only person that catch that ball is him. Such a strong, hard throw, very physical catch by that receiver. That was a super impressive and huge play for Bishop Heelan.
Yeah, terrific throw, and then you brought up the physicality. Did you see how Lester shielded the defender, almost like you're boxing out to grab a rebound, kept him on the backside.
Nobody rebounds anymore.
That's right.
It's great to see somebody finally box out, and of course it just takes a football player to do it.
Point after, and it's blocked, no good. Well, we'll see if that comes back to play into the outcome of this one. Nonetheless, John LaFleur and Heelan is on the board. 10 plays, 87 yards for Noah Conley. Another touchdown pass, the 14th of the season, as you take another look at the PAT, and just not a lot of air on the kick.
Yeah, it looks like just mishit it a little bit.
Ten plays, 87 yards. For the most part, it has become a one-dimensional offense when you look at Bishop Heelan. They just can't get the ground game going, so if they are going to win a state title, it's going to be with the right arm of Noah Conley.
I agree. I absolutely agree. He's going to have to step up here, and I think he did a great job on that last drive, really being a leader and really kind of keeping drives and plays alive. Did a lot with his legs, and that was just what they needed right there. That was just what they needed in that second half. Now they're in the game. It's a one-score ball game.
You get the feeling after watching this game, you look up at the score and it's a one-possession game, but it feels like Nevada should be up 2-3 scores.
Yeah, I agree. I think they've kind of controlled the line of scrimmage, and Bishop has done a good job just staying in this game.
On the return, out past the 20, up ahead to the 25. Hey, you look at this football game for the Cubs, 3 trips in the red zone. They've scored all 3 times. A couple of those via the field goal, though. And now again we have some post-whistle activity. Things getting really chippy between these two teams.
After the play, personal foul, number 2 on the kicking team. 15 yards will be added on to the end of the run, first down.
You know, Pat, I was in Birmingham a couple of weekends ago with UAB North Texas on the call for the game, and we had a chance to talk to Coach Mortensen, and he brought up the point, I want my guys to play with emotion, but not emotionally.
Yep, yep. And, you know, sometimes it's really hard. Sometimes it's hard to walk away, and you've got to, think that, hey, like if I'm going to throw a punch at this guy for, doing something to me, that'd be selfish, and I'd be letting my team down. And you've got to put what your wants behind what the team needs from you.
Waldera stiff arming down the sideline, spins all the way to the 41-yard line. 18 yards. If Nevada needs an answer, if they need a stabilizer, there's nobody better in the state than number 21.
Just that great little power that they're running off the left tackle. Great stiff arm right there. He is tough and downhill and physical.
23rd carry of this game for Waldera, 126 yards.
Man.
Into Heelan territory, right up the middle. Everybody followed number 21, and that was the parting of the sea. Easy pickings for Drake Henson.
Yeah, that was a great call. Everybody's thinking, obviously, Waldera's getting it, and Henson, who has been a great runner. I love how consistent and patient he is. Yeah, gets pretty close to that first down.
What I love about Henson, there's no dancing.
Right, yeah.
You know, oftentimes with the quarterback, they'll be very picky.
Quarterbacks try to be cute, you know?
He does not.
I'm not cute, so I've never tried to. But no, he is a tough guy, very smart. He goes where he's supposed to go.
He hits the hole hard. Second down, Waldera, cut back and a first down. Look at the yards after contact. He is just willing his way. Nevada, another first down, and when you have a player playing this hard, geez, it's easy as a teammate to hop on and go along for the ride.
Absolutely. Yeah, just saw Waldera is the leading tackler as well, too. Not only is he taking over the game offensively, he's being a stud on defense, as always. And he's somebody that you can definitely get behind. He's somebody that's going to bring that momentum, somebody you're going to fight for, and somebody you want to play really hard for. He's doing a great job tonight.
Then they go heavy with the package. Waldera, following his lead block, takes it ahead to the 23-yard line. 5 more yards. Dylan Knapp, the tackle.
They're loving that off tackle to the left side. They are living off of that.
Their left tackle, number 54, Isaac Harrington. He will continue to play football next year. He is committed to Grandview. Sure, their coaches are having fun watching him impose his will in this game. Henson keeps it on the read option. Torpedoes up to the 21, setting up a third down. They are in field goal range of Eggland, and a field goal would be big, making it a 2-possession game.
That's a great point. That's a great point.
Nevada 2 of 7 on third downs. Quick moving quarter, 3.5 to go. Everybody bunched up to the right side. Third down, quarterback keeper, up the middle they go, and Alex Lacey jumped on his back, and he will be about a yard shy.
Yeah, good read by the interior of that Bishop defense. They've been having a lot of success with that quarterback run.
Well, here we go again. Ooh. We've been down this road before. Fourth and a yard. Kleeman keeps the offense out there. It will be Henson, the quarterback, struggling his way, and this will be really close. Not a real great spot, so we're going to wait and see. Impossible to tell from our angle.
Absolutely.
Heelan thinks they're short. They're pointing as if it's going to be their football. And they will bring out the chain gang for the second time in this state title. And this is going to be some drama here because it is close.
Somebody's going to not be happy after this one. Yeah, it looked like he just, ran into a lineman's back. Unfortunately, kind of got stood up a little bit and was unable to really get that push or find that gap.
Stretch of the chains, and it's a stop for Heelan. Oh, boy.
That was close. Hey, just like that, Heelan's right back in this game.
Huge, huge stop for John LaFleur's defense. Andrew Kleeman, you can't blame him. His offensive line has been dictating this game a yard. He had a tough decision, though, because a field goal, as we talked about, would have stretched it out to 10. So now Noah Conley back out there. Conley 9 of 22 for 123 yards. Empty set, four-man rush, down the seam they go, and a big collision. Jonathan Hope had it jarred free by Isaac Williams, the 3-year starter.
That was a great look. The one thing with when you're playing like two deep safety or really anything at this level, you really got to carry those seams, and he had them there for a little bit, and Isaac Williams did a tremendous job coming over the top, making sure he didn't catch that.
That's a tough play if you're Jonathan Hope because you know that safety's coming.
Yeah, buddy.
Second down and 10. 7-point lead for Nevada in the title game of 3A. Play clock down to 0.
Delay a game. Offense number 10.
They just continue to shoot themselves in the foot.
Man, that's tough for them. That putting them second and long here, backed up inside the 15.
That is the 5th penalty today for Bishop Heelan, and a good number of those have come on early downs.
Yep.
Just putting them behind schedule.
Yep.
Motion man is Knapp, and again another flag. It's going to be illegal procedure, and Heelan moving the wrong way.
Number 75 offense. 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
You wonder if it's the acoustics inside. I mean, this is a noisy venue. Obviously completely different from what these guys experience throughout the course of the regular season. They're right in front of each student section.
Yeah, it definitely could. I never played offense. I wasn't athletic enough, so it made things a little bit easier on defense.
You never had to worry about that part of it.
Absolutely not.
Well, they are putting Noah Conley in a bad spot. Good call here. He will just take off up the center of the field, and Conley gets a good chunk of the change back. He picks up 12 up near the 20, and John LaFleur told us he has done more with his feet over the last 4 weeks than he has all year.
I love that. I love that idea. Backed up, you draw or screen, something like that. But it got him back to basically, past the line of scrimmage, which is huge for them.
On third down, he'll take a shot down the near side, and it is incomplete. Oh, what a hit by Lucas Brown. It looked like Whitcomb had brought it in as he absorbed the contact, but he could not control it all the way to the turf.
It's a great drawn-up play. Ended up essentially kind of being a go route or a wheel. It looked like he had him right in the chest, but was unable to bring it in. That was a huge shot delivered by Lucas Brown. glad everybody, on those, you're just happy everybody gets up and can walk to the sideline.
Yeah, you aren't kidding. Dangerous return here by Franzen. He had Heelan defenders all around him. Punt of 28 yards. And it is a game of razor-thin margin when you get two teams that are matched up equally like this.
Absolutely. This is definitely a battle, which, any position, 10 yards, 20 yards, field position, anything comes in handle, and it's huge. Like, it's absolutely huge right now. So really good field position right now to start with Nevada. If they can get a touchdown here or some points here, that would be big for them.
Good starting position. They take over at the Bishop Heelan 44-yard line. Waldera hopping into the pile. It's interesting. You look at the course of this game. Nevada scored on their very first 3 possessions. Since then, they have come up scoreless, yet they have moved the football. What's been the big thing from Heelan to keep them out of the end zone?
Yeah, I think what they've been doing is, they've been getting off the field a lot better on third down. They putting them behind the chains a little bit on first and second down. It seems like they're kind of playing a bend-don't-break defense quite a bit, which has been really helping them out.
On second down, this is Henson rolling right, has a couple of options. He'll take the deep one, and it's caught inside the 10. He had 2 guys running free. It was Lucas Brown. He chose Brown, who had the big play defensively a few moments ago. Has 37 yards, and it's first and goal.
Lucas Brown in traffic, one-handed catch. The guy draped all over him. That was so impressive by him. Kane Lester, he did all he could do. He was in good position. Guy just made a play.
It's Austin Waldera country now, and they will hand him the football. All 11 defenders keeping an eye on number 21. And this is the part of the field where Nevada has been slowed down a little bit. Yeah. They've had to settle for a couple of field goals. Cubs will not have to take another step. Clock winding down in this third quarter. Henson has everybody lined up. Second down and goal. I think Andrew Kleeman just said, let's put the brakes on and let's march to the other end and take a 7-point lead into the fourth quarter.
That's exactly what I would do. Don't give them an extra snap.
Will history be made for Nevada? The Cubs hoping for their first state title. Heelan hoping to mount a rally. Conley's arm has them back in it. We march to the fourth, 13-6 Nevada.
We're Iowa PBS. We cover Iowa and the world. We're Market to Market, an Iowa Press. We're high school sports. We're science. We're adventure. We're drama and mystery. We're the arts. And we're Iowa's storyteller. We're lifelong learners. We're family first. We're educational. We're trusted. We're valued. We're essential. Your support makes all of this happen. Give today at iowapbs.org/donate.
You're watching Statewide Iowa PBS.
No one ever shakes you. No one ever shakes you.
Local, regional, and national artists take the stage to perform original sets and share their musical journeys on Studio 3 Live. Enjoy weekly performances Fridays at 8:30 p.m. online or as a podcast. What a football game as we welcome you back to Northern Iowa, Cedar Falls, the campus of the University of Northern Iowa, inside their beautiful Unidome, alongside Paul Yeager, Pat Angerer, Sean Kenny with you. Our entire Iowa PBS sports crew. John LaFleur has Heelan back into the finals. The first time since 23. Nevada's Andrew Kleeman hoping to guide the Cubs to the promised land for the first time in the long school's history. Both teams entering today 10-2. Both have knocked out giants in this class in their path to a collision course and a state title. Second down and goal. They run the little reverse pass. Touchdown. The first trick play goes to Nevada. Lucas Brown, and they called it at the most opportune time.
That was so well put together. Just faked the reverse, ended up having, kind of like the Philly special, but instead of the quarterback catching that ball, they had the backside tight end or the backside receiver come over the top. That is a beautiful play, well executed by Nevada.
Point after is up, and it is through. And it's an important drive. 4 plays, 44 yards, less than 2 minutes off the clock. All these coaches have tricks in their back pocket, and we saw Wes Lyon work it perfectly. And wouldn't you know it, Andrew Kleeman, who played for the legendary coach Jay Roseboom back in his high school days, he reaches into his bag of tricks today.
Yes, he does. And just a great call, right there, coming out of the quarter break. They've been kind of getting pinned back from these guys, having struggles in the red zone. What a good job getting 7 there.
Let's take one more look at this touchdown. Waldera, the flip. And a beautifully thrown ball by Gavin Eglin. And how about this second half that Lucas Brown has turned in? Remember, he had the bone-crunching hit on third down where Heelan was trying to keep the drive alive, and then he had the big catch which kept the Nevada drive alive, the one-handed highlight reel catch, and now he hauls in the touchdown.
He's been playing good. I mean, the confidence that Nevada's playing with for this being their first time in the state finals is great to see.
From the 2, Nevada. On the return, flags are all over the place. Jonathan Hope out past the 30, but there is a flag in the vicinity of a hold or illegal block. And penalties have just become the story, unfortunately, if you're a Crusader watching back home.
There are 2 fouls on the play, both on the return team. Blocked below the waist. That penalty will be declined. Block in the back. 10-yard, half the distance, be first down.
John LaFleur was a team captain for Iowa back in 1997. A lot of his stuff, he told us, is based on Hayden Fry. Surrounding yourself, not just the players, but the coaches with good people.
He's done such a great job with this program, and he not once took credit for it, not once.
The run game has went nowhere today, and it will go nowhere here. Rangel Belo, he has been a two-way player, an impact player, number 64 in white.
He's been a stud. All those runs over the left side, he's the one that's pulling from his right guard spot, and he's been opening those holes up for him. And you got to assume he's a great D tackle too. He got to be a tough guy to push around. Coach talked about how explosive he is.
Two and a half yards per rush for Heelan. Second down, looking right, now cuts it over the middle, and the pass is caught by Whitcomb. struggling ahead, and second and third effort by Grant Whitcomb, who's not a big guy, 165 pounds, but he muscles his way to a first down.
Yeah, good slant, just a slant route, simple, easy concept. Had the back flare to the flat, which caught some eyes of the guys in the secondary, and the linebackers freed up the hole for the slant to work.
Third catch of the day for Whitcomb. 3 catches, 29 yards. Nevada brings the extra defender. Near side throw out of the backfield. It's Jonathan Hope. Hope is tackled immediately, but they get 9 yards on first down.
I like that play call. It almost kind of felt like an RPO-ish, where he was really kind of dragging it out, thinking that he was going to hand it off. Ended up keeping it and tossing it, and Hope had a good route and was wide open.
Wayball and Lester, the 2 receivers right. Whitcomb split near side. Now he comes in motion. Looked like 2 running backs were flinching out of their stance before the snap, and this is going to be another pre-snap flag on Heelan. First down run by Conley, but it's coming back.
Illegal formation, 5 men in the backfield offense, 5-yard penalty from the previous spot, remains second down.
If Heelan can't rally in this fourth quarter, they are going to look at the self-inflicted mistakes in this football game.
100%, absolutely. They've gotten in their way quite a bit. I mean, that should have been a first down right there, and now they're sitting at second and long.
Second down and 6. They have the same formation. Hope is in motion. Conley puts on the brakes, dodges one Cub, and he is still on his feet. Look at Conley go. Finally, they got him. Jaden Grimm caught up with him. Conley doing everything he could, but Grimm was not going to let him get away.
That was great pursuit by Grimm and all the D linemen. That John Nelson, super tremendous effort there. You think about that. They had a first down 2 plays ago. Bishop had a first down 2 plays ago, and now they're sitting here at 3rd and 15.
Look at Grimm. Missed the first time. Popped back up on his feet like you're always taught. The play will come back to you. Another flag at Conley's feet, and he is punished. The ball loose, but it's recovered by Nolan Mickey, the offensive tackle. There's a flag along the Nevada sideline. There is a flag in the backfield. Either way, this isn't going to bode well for the Crusaders.
Illegal shift, offense. That penalty is declined. 4th down.
There's got to be, like you had mentioned, there's got to be something with the acoustics down there, or something that's just allowing them to get a little bit out of whack.
Back-to-back sacks for Nevada. Heelan to punt from their own end zone. Cubs should get the ball in great shape. Fair catch signaled for by Franzen. 33-yard punt. Nevada by a couple of touchdowns. 8:39 to go, and the fans who have made the journey from their community just outside Ames along Highway 30 sensing it. For 50 years, Market to Market has been the news and commodity market information source for anyone who lives and works in rural America. Join host Paul Yeager every Friday night, 8 p.m. and Sundays at 12:30 p.m. for Market to Market, the weekly journal of rural America, or stream online anytime.
I've been impressed from start to finish. This Nevada team has played with just a ton of effort, ton of fight, ton of grit, ton of toughness, ton of confidence, and Yeah, they're doing a really good job. It's been impressive to watch.
When he talked to Andrew Kleeman, he talked about Jay Roseboom, who was instrumental during his high school days, and then he went on to Morningside, played for head coach Steve Ryan, and he was so good at showing him the attention to detail. Oftentimes when you talk to these coaches, they kind of pick certain traits from their predecessors. As you see Waldera move the chains, power football over the left side to the 28-yard line. 151 yards today for Waldera.
He's been great, and really his success, he's a tough guy. He is doing a great job, but this O-line is doing a great job as well, too. They are getting a push. They are being physical. They are controlling that line of scrimmage.
And now they will milk everything off this clock, each and every down. Hey, you go back to Kleeman talking about his relationship with Roseboom and Ryan. Ryan showing him the attention to detail. Jay taught him how to play football the right way. He never won a state title as a player. Henson tight-roping along the far sideline. Good yardage. An offensive playbook that I would say, just throwing a dart at the board, 85%, they favor the left side today.
Yeah, that's a great point. You know, a lot of teams, like, if it works, or say, let's say, you know, just a slant run to the left. Let's say if that works, a lot of teams they won't do it. But if it works, I'm going to run it 700 times until you stop it. And it takes a lot of guts, actually, to just do that.
It takes a lot of discipline to call that. Hopping over a would-be tackler, Waldera stealing the show today. This kid is special.
Just your off tackle jumping over. He does it all. If you're a college football coach and you're not thinking about this kid, I don't know what to tell you.
30 carries today. Remember, he carried the ball 36 times in the semifinals. Everybody in the box as Waldera pushes the pile ahead for a couple. You go back to last year for Waldera. It was week 2. He injured his hand. He missed the entire year. He had rods put in. So he had to sit along the sideline and watch his teammates have a really good season. He gets all healed up, knowing he had one more chance his senior year, and has he ever delivered?
I love that for him. Absolutely love that for him to come out here and have a good year his senior year.
Second down to the end zone, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Hope stepping in the passing lane, and Heelan gets a huge takeaway late.
Jonathan Hope says not so fast, cutting underneath of the post route, making a huge diving catch right there. That was a really, really big play, because it seemed like Nevada was just gonna, hey, 3 yards, 4 yards at a time, get in the end zone. He comes up here, hops underneath, flattens his angle, so he's able to get underneath instead of follows the receiver, makes a good diving catch. That's an impressive play.
Interceptions in consecutive weeks for Hope. We were just talking, it takes discipline to keep calling plays that work. They tried to get a little cute there with the throw, and Jonathan Hope comes away with the interception. Flags down on first down.
There's no foul on the play. Timeout, Bishop Heelan.
Heelan taking a timeout. Timeouts are going to be precious for them if they are going to claw their way back into it with 6.5 to go. Hey fans, don't
Please
forget,
reset the
scan the QR code that you see right there on the screen. Go ahead, pull out the phone, scan that code, or call the phone number on your screen and consider a gift to Friends of Iowa PBS. As you may have heard, Congress cut $3.5 million in federal funding to Iowa PBS. This is the largest one-time cut in the 55-year history, affecting 18% of the budget. These funds help maintain our statewide network, delivering trusted local programs to every corner of Iowa, including state champions like this here from Cedar Falls. Despite the challenge, We're committed to the mission to educate, inform, enrich, and inspire. Thank you for watching and supporting public media. Heelan with only one timeout, down 2 touchdowns. There is the star today. Both sides of the football, Austin Waldera. First down from the 20. 8 into coverage. Here comes Balo, and he gets rid of it in the nick of time. They get the ball up ahead. Making the catch is Dylan Knapp. Waldera the stop, and Rangel Balo driving Conley to the turf.
Looks like they went quads to the top of the field and just tried to single him out down here, and there's nobody open. It was a good job by Knapp, at least staying there, being the check down and gaining yards. That's a good gain on first down.
Talked about Waldera doing it on both sides of the football. He leads the Cub defense, 7 tackles today. Second down and 2, split backs, high snap. Conley snatches all sorts of time, and he will let her fly. Looking for Whitcomb, broken up. Couple of Cubs converging. Lucas Brown got a hand on it. One of those rare times, Pat, where Conley actually had a clean pocket.
Yeah, it looked like it was a double post, and good thing what I was happy about is the defenders did a good job not panicking. It's really hard not to panic in that situation.
There is a flag along the Nevada sideline, and I'm wondering if this is a sideline warning and it won't be a penalty the first time, or I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. It's way over on the Cub sideline.
Receiver downfield, number 14 offense. Penalty is accepted, 5-yard penalty, still second down.
It's a formation flag with number 14, Jonathan Hope, on an ineligible receiver.
He must have been covered up or something on the way they lined up. They must have covered him up. Oh, man.
Tell you what, though, Noah Conley is doing his part. He is giving his team a chance. One tough customer. Here they come. Line picks it up over the middle. Pass is caught. A strike thrown by Conley, and a first down to the 40-yard line. Caden Lester making the tough, gutsy catch over the middle.
They like this mesh route, just 2 underneath crossers, and Lester comes over the top and sits behind the linebackers. He took a shot right there. That's a tough guy to get up there and make a catch like that.
17 yards to Lester. First down, Heelan, and another flag.
Prior to the snap, false start. Offense number 52. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Jacob Galvin, the backup guard, double digits in penalties today. 10 now against Heelan, and keep in mind Nevada declined a couple others.
Right. It just seems like it's, 1 step forward, 2 steps back here. Once they kind of get a little bit momentum, something happens, and they're stuck behind the chains.
Still lots of time in this game. 5 minutes to go. Heelan needs points on this drive. Conley redirecting traffic. He wants Hope to come back into the backfield and join Avery Favors. Play clock down to 3. Conley avoiding the pressure. Rangel Balo had him wrapped up. Conley just did his best to get rid of it. And Conley slow to get up behind the play.
I got no idea how he was able to escape that, let alone be able to escape that and throw the ball to where an eligible receiver was.
Second down.
It was a great job by him, just trying, making something out. That could have been really bad, and he'd lived to fight another day there.
Noah Conley started his career at Sioux City North. He had to sit out the first 4 games last year because of the transfer. He is leaving it all out there in this game. 6'1" senior playing in his final game. Second down and 15. Straight drop. Conley pounded again. Oh, the ball popped out of there. He threw it. Conley somehow got the pass away. He had nothing but Cubs around him. John Nelson had him wrapped up. Grimm was in the vicinity. I just don't know how he got the ball away.
I don't know how he didn't follow. I have no idea. Oh, they're going to call intentional grounding here. He's a tough kid, man. Very impressed by him staying up. But yeah, it did look like to me that there was a wide receiver in the vicinity.
Intentional grounding offense. That penalty is 5 yards from the spot of the foul. Loss of down. Third down.
That's a killer because it carries a loss of down with it as well.
All right, let's see if there's a receiver down there. Well, doesn't look like it from that angle.
Third down and a mile now. Conley is going to loft it. A rainbow pass high into the air. Batted and intercepted. The old tip drill, and it's Cole Beving coming away with the interception.
That's great when the ball bounces your way. That's their 22nd interception this year. I knew they were taking a shot, did a good job staying over the top.
After the play, unsportsmanlike foul, number 11, 15-yard penalty added on the end run to first down.
A lot of penalties in this game.
First unsportsmanlike.
The secondary leading Class 3A, 22 interceptions, as you talked about. Nobody has disrupted the opposition's quarterback more than Nevada has throughout the course of the season.
Their D-line has been very impressive here tonight. DNs do a good job flushing the quarterback out of the pocket.
They will hand the ball off, and here goes Austin Waldera down the sideline. Stepped out of bounds. Let's see where he stepped out at. There is a flag along the Nevada sideline as well. This thing has just become a flag fest in the second half. This one might be going against the Cubs, judging by the direction Nevada's walking.
Offense, 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Well, they hit Nevada with the illegal shift.
Well, they're human, so that's good. That's good, right? Yeah, a lot of, let's say like every other play, they're throwing a flag here.
Andrew Kleeman knows he's so close. They have relished the underdog role this entire postseason. The second round, they go on the road. They beat Carroll Public 21-14. In the quarterfinals, they go on the road. They knock off the Lions of Clear Lake 24-14. First down, Waldera. Getting to the corner. Waldera hop skipping out of bounds to the 28. Last week in the semifinals, it was a defense that allowed only 3 yards rushing in a 29-10 win against Solon, and they had 3 interceptions as well. So 2 straight weeks. You just can't run against the Cubs.
Right, 100%. They've been absolutely tremendous. It's fun watching them play. They fly around, they play hard, they're physical, they play together. They play as a team.
Second down and 8 from the 28-yard line. Waldera scooting to the edge. First down run. He's inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Matt Meyer the stop.
The old Energizer Bunny. He just keeps going, I know it's kind of like the hot topic right now, the name Scattaboo. He kind of reminds me a little bit of him. Very scrappy and falls forward and is going to fight for every single inch.
Andrew Kleeman compared him to another big back, Derrick Henry.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good one.
First down at the 19-yard line. They pull the tight end. He will follow Cedar Smith. And this time, Heelan does a good job. Finnegan Peck. Precious time, though, dwindling off this clock. Nevada played a really difficult schedule as well, and they did that on purpose. They played up a class in non-district action. Their 2 losses in the regular season to Clear Lake and Williamsburg. And Kleeman said that was designed to play a tough schedule. He did not want easy opponents in those non-district weeks where you're really trying to figure out your team.
And that's a mindset that a lot of coaches don't have. They want the easy, they want the...
Henson's going to keep it. Henson's going to jump into the purple carpet. Touchdown. Henson celebrates in the purple and yellow of UNI, but today it's the purple and yellow of Nevada.
He has had himself a day. He has been a great leader, made a lot of plays with his legs, with his arm, kind of really controlled this offense. Been super impressed with Henson today.
He has managed the game so well, runs this offense, very calm, confident presence. 12 carries for Henson, 59 yards. His first rushing touchdown today. He has not turned the football over. He's only completed 3 passes, but all 3 have kept drives alive.
Yep. Used his legs really, really well. Extended plays. Yeah, you know, they get thinking, hey, Waldera, we'll fake to him and we'll pull it and run to the outside. And that's what they did right there. That was a very impressive drive. Hair looks good too.
Yeah, you like the purple stripes there?
Yeah, I do. I need hair so I can do some cool stuff with it.
Well, you can do it with skin as well.
Yeah,
come on, don't let hair be the excuse.
I got enough bad tattoos. I don't need any on my head.
Making the catch, terrific catch to prevent the touchback, wanting an opportunity is Hope. And Hope takes it out, barreling his way to the 26-yard line. Heelan entering today 10-2, and they had an interesting start to the year. They began the season with overnight Navy SEAL leadership training, and Kobe Smith, the son of Larry Smith, along with Derek Price, randomly it was discovered by Coach LaFleur on the internet. He came across it that they were putting this on, so he reached out, and those two came in. They spent an overnight with this Heelan team, and it was a night to remember, as Conley has his guy now changing direction as Lester all the way across the field, and he was a defender away from breaking it. But during that overnight, it was an eye-opening experience. They went from midnight to 6 a.m., and it was not easy. There was some physical, mental training, sandbag carrying, some ice bath submissions, military calisthenics, all scaled down. It was a lot of fun, they said. Nevada having a lot of fun now. Justin happy, big smile on his face after the sack.
Just a great job using his hands. It looked like that was just almost a delayed blitz to the outside. Was able to get the outside and make a hit on the quarterback.
5th sack of the day for Nevada. Man. To be quite honest, they could have a lot more if not for the athleticism of Conley. He rifles it. Not much of a gain, down on both knees, making the catch. Another grab for Lester today. He's up to 7 catches. 4th down. Fourth down for Conley, and they will keep the drive alive, and then some. Lester makes a good move in front of the Nevada bench, takes it up to the 44-yard line. Actually going to give him a couple more yards as he stepped out at the 46, a gain of 13.
And Nevada's just, they're just playing off, playing a little prevent, so allowing them to catch the ball in front of them. And Bishop's taking what the defense will give them.
First down, he will fire. Oh, what a catch made by Whitcomb. Whew. He snatched that from midair to the 23 and 21 more yards.
That was a phenomenal catch and a rocket of a throw there. Makes the cut, jumps right up. That is beautiful catch by him. Great soft hands.
We're going to go right back to the hot hand. This time he cannot elevate, way over the head of the 6-foot junior. You know as well as anyone, you look back at this football game, yes, we've talked about the penalties, but it's tough to win if you cannot establish the run, and Heelan could not win the line of scrimmage today.
Nevada right away controlled the line of scrimmage right away from start to finish, and Bishop Heelan just couldn't get anything going, and obviously having an injury is really tough.
Second down throw, they stick with the hot hand. Hester thought about coming across the field again, but just too much pursuit. Isaac Harrington, one of the linebackers, coming in. Heelan has been faced with a lot of 3rd and longs today. 2 of 12 on 3rd down. 3rd and 7. Pressure comes off the edge. Conley cannot escape it. He is dumped for a 6th time. Cedar Smith getting into the act.
Timeout. Bishop Heelan, their 3rd and final charge timeout of the half. Please reset the game clock to 41 seconds. 41 seconds. Thank you.
That D line has been super impressive. Obviously, in this drive, they know that they're going to throw, but Cedar Smith, all these guys, they do such a great job using their hands. It seems like they're almost blitzing every single time, but they're only rushing 4, and they're doing a really good job. Obviously, 2 on the back end as well. Guarding guys up, making them take some time to throw. D-line has been impressive for Nevada.
These parents at Nevada make sure those big guys are fed. They have a tradition every week. They go down to nearby Ames and they have a hog meal every week.
I love that.
Every Tuesday night.
I love that.
They're going to be feasting probably this weekend in celebratory mode.
They deserve it.
See if Heelan can find the end zone late for Noah Conley. 4th down and 11. Deep drop. Conley lifts it up into the air and it's batted away. Eglin got a hand in it, and that is going to be it. Nevada 34 seconds away from a little bit of history here in 2025.
And they controlled it. I would say they controlled the game from start to finish. They were ready for this. Very impressed by them. Very impressed with their approach to this game. They came out with a lot of energy and a lot of confidence.
It's been a special season, no doubt about it. Andrew Kleeman and this group of Cubs. You go back to week 2, they won that game on a Hail Mary play in the final moments of the contest. So you had an inkling, well, maybe this could be special. Then they had a couple of key injuries in week 5. They lose their linebackers, Jaden Grimm, Carson Klim. They get Grimm back late. They have a star in the backfield and Austin Waldera. They have a physical offensive and defensive line. And they have a quarterback who doesn't make mistakes, and he engineers this show. You put it all together, and for the very first time in the long school history of Nevada football, Andrew Kleeman has brought home a state championship. Nevada, your 2025 3A state champs. He never won a state title as a player. In fact, his team went for 2 in the postseason on 2 separate occasions in semifinal games, and he says those plays he still thinks about.
Yep.
So close to playing for a state championship. 2 different occasions as a player. For Andrew Kleeman, he was denied an opportunity to play in a championship game, but now as a coach, he has led a program to their first ever. What a feeling this must be.
He deserves it. You know, the amount of time and effort these coaches put into this is absolutely insane. And when I asked him about that 2-point conversion, I was like, would you, if you were coaching, would you do it? He goes, if my kids wanted me to, I would. And that's the type of coach he is. Belief in his kids, belief in the program.
The championship hats. Quarterback Drake Henson. Happy bunch of Cubs, and rightfully so. Celebrating with his offensive line. Isaac Harrington, J.C. Rangel-Belo, who was all over. There's Lucas Anderson, the center. They opened up some holes today. Waldera, 34 carries, 173 yards. He is just 2 rushes off from setting a new state record mark for most carries in a championship. And you look back at this game, and Waldera set the tone early in the first half. Touchdown run, then Nevada inside the red zone twice, and they had to settle for a couple of field goals from Gavin Eglin. Then they go into the bag of tricks. This is when Heelan was trying to get back in, but Eglin, the receiver, throwing the touchdown to Lucas Brown. And let's listen in as we get ready for the trophy presentation happening right now.
Today's runner-up in championship trophies are members of the IHSAA staff and Board of Control. The state runner-up finishes the 2025 season with a record of 10-3 in 40 playoff appearances. Please help us congratulate the student athletes, coaches, and supporters from Sioux City, Bishop Heelan. As for Nevada, you can say you are now state champions. For the Cubs, congratulations to head coach Andrew Kleeman and your Nevada Cubs.
It's a special feeling, Pat, when you win a state title. I don't care if it's #1 like it's in this situation, or if you're in the case of Heelan, they have been here so much. Yeah. A lot of hard work, and it becomes a reality.
No, absolutely. A lot of these kids have thought about this since they were little. I remember our group. Like it was great. It's your whole life, you know. It's really cool to see.
Well, let's check in with Paul. He is with the star of today's game.
Austin Waldera, heck of a tournament for you. Winning a state championship, what's that meant to you?
It means a lot. I mean, everyone said we were on a Cinderella run, and I mean, it feels good to come out and prove we're the underdogs and play smash mouth football and come out on top. You know?
This group was behind you the whole way. Yep. What's it like to have this fan base and these guys with you?
Absolutely. I mean, we all work together. I mean, we're a great team. Like, it's more than a team. We're family at this point. It's awesome. I love it.
Describe your running style, because I mean, it clearly had frustrated a lot of guys. You no quit, all the time. You're busting it. Why? How?
I like to get hit, but I mean, it helps when I got the big guys making a hole for me. Makes it easier. So,
congratulations.
Thank
Enjoy
you, sir.
it.
Thank you, sir.
That's all right. Austin's awesome, and Andrew Kleeman. Little different ending than when you were here as a player.
Yeah, it is certainly. What a special feeling for these young men. They're high character, high motor, and just have played their best football when it mattered.
this community behind you. It's not yours, but it is yours now. You win the first title. They'll remember you for a long time in Nevada. What's that mean to you?
How about our fans? How about our fans showing up? I mean, the amount of people here, the amount of people in white, it makes me a little emotional seeing this. I'm just so grateful for our community and our kids and just all the above.
You told us this week that your team's a smash mouth group. You clearly physically dominated in a lot of aspects. How'd you do that?
That's what we are at Nevada. That's what we've established, and we've had a lot of great teams and great players over the years that have helped chip away at this, and I think this is really gratifying for everybody who's put on a uniform for us the last 10 years.
Have a good call with your sister.
Yeah, I will. Thanks, man. Thanks.
All right.
Boy, you can bet his sister Jen, they talked last week after the semifinal win about their late father, Joe. And yeah, Joe was proud last week. He's really proud this week. What a showing by Nevada.
100%. Super impressive from start to finish. They definitely earned it today.
Well, another champion has been crowned here in Cedar Falls for the first time in school history. Nevada is your football state champions in Class 3A. 27-6, they take down Bishop Heelan. Don't forget one more championship trophy to be earned. It is tonight. Primetime football. Hope you can join us. We're back on at 7 o'clock right here on Iowa PBS.
Funding provided by
Banking in Iowa goes beyond transactions. Banks work to help people and small businesses succeed. And Iowa banks are committed to building confident banking relationships. Iowa Banks, your partner through it all.
and by Fareway Meat and Grocery. For more than 80 years, Fareway has been proud to be an active part of the communities we serve. Learn more at fareway.com.